Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. Hanging out here with my buddy. He's gonna be 1 week old as of 8:07 tonight. Just waking him up. I'm gonna go take him out to start our day. So yeah, what I thought I'd do today is, since he's officially gonna be a week old, I'm officially 1 week postpartum, I wanna like kind of vlog throughout our day, but really show you guys like what I've been doing to recover from postpartum. So talking about like what I've been eating, what vitamins I've been taking, how I've been recovering down there in that situation. A lot of you guys have like had a lot of questions about that, and when you're approaching childbirth, like that's something that you think about and that you're kind of scared about. I know I was definitely, especially after the really bad recovery I had with Riley. So I want to talk a little bit about how I'm doing and like how this recovery has been different from mine with Riley. So if you do enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. Riley's over here. She wants to show the baby her toys. You showing him your toys? That's so nice. Top?
Yes.
What else you got?
Penguin.
A penguin? And what else?
The walrus.
A walrus?
The walrus that was cute.
Little guy's just chilling. Alright, so first things first, I need to go get some Motrin. This is what I've been taking at least twice a day to help with like the pain and the soreness down there. So I've been taking Motrin at least twice a day to help with some of the pain. At the hospital they gave me Tylenol and Motrin, but I like Motrin more. I feel like it does more for me, and I'll talk a little bit more about why. But first I have to pump. So I've got like my pump over here, and I'm drinking a giant glass of water because when I'm nursing and pumping, I need to have a lot of water. Alright, so as far as pain goes, I am very sore down there. It kind of feels like, it's not painful, but it kind of feels like I've been riding a freaking horse for like 3 months straight. Like I just feel like there's a lot of just soreness down in that general area. So I can't complain too much. It's not like stabbing pain or anything like that, but it is sore. It feels like, again, like I've just been on it a lot. But the Motrin has been helping, so that's why I try to take it at least 2 times a day, if not 3. I think you can take that like every 4 to 6 hours, and that just makes a huge difference in how I feel just like walking around and just like doing my normal day stuff. I did have a 2nd-degree tear with Jackson. So with Riley, I actually had it in an episiotomy, so that was like way worse. So the doctor told me that I had a 2nd-degree tear, kind of like where that general area was where I got the episiotomy. I guess like the skin wasn't as strong, or I don't know, something happened down there. So this time around I got the 2nd-degree tear, so I do have stitches, and every once in a while if I'm not careful I will kind of feel that. So there's been some things that I haven't really wanted to do, like my mom has like these really high bar stools here at her house, and I don't want to like climb up on the bar stools, and then like my bed even is very like high off the ground, so I have to be like really careful when I'm getting into bed that I'm not just like swinging my legs around and stuff, because I want obviously that area to recover, and if I'm doing those things it's probably not going to do that very fast. But definitely this time around my recovery has been much better. I have not been bleeding as much as I was with Riley. And just to show you guys, like I had told you when I was going and packing like my hospital bag and stuff, and again I know that the lighting is awful in this room, but when I packed my hospital bag I packed these adult diapers, and I used the adult diapers maybe like the first day in the hospital that I was recovering, maybe even the 2nd day, just because they were a lot comfier. Actually, yeah, I was wearing them when I came back home from the hospital, and I loved them. I loved the adult diapers way more than the mesh panties. The mesh panties I think I wore just like a few hours after delivery because it was just easier. They had already like set it up for me. And then I switched over to the adult diapers, which I loved. But once I got home and got settled, I realized that I didn't need the adult diapers. Like I wasn't bleeding as much as I thought I was. So then I just switched over to regular pads. So I'm just gonna show you like my little bathroom setup. All right, so this is a bathroom, and I'm sorry that there's like the bathroom noise, but I got this little caddy. My mom put this little caddy together for me. This is the Freedom Mom, the little Perry bottle. So this, every time that I use the bathroom, I fill it up with warm water, and then you squeeze this, and then water like sprays in your vagina area, and it just helps to like clean everything up, because you're not supposed to be wiping yourself with toilet paper, because then you're gonna like aggravate yourself. So these are the pads that I've been using as of recently, just because like I said, I haven't been needing like the thick, super thick pads. These are just like CVS brand ultra thin like overnight pads. These have been working just fine. And then I have been using the new Mama bottom spray. I'll link to this down below because this is like my favorite postpartum recovery product. It's what I use instead of the Dermoplast. They give me the Dermoplast at the hospital, but I do not like this as much as I like this. And then every once in a while I'll put on some Tux pads just because they're really cooling and it just like feels nice down there. So that's really all I've been using like from this little caddy. There's probably a few more things in there that I'll show you a little later, but first I need to eat breakfast because I am starving. I have like never been hungrier than when I'm breastfeeding, and I just need to eat all the things. So I like to make myself a good like hearty breakfast in the morning. All right, so Joe's out there with the kids, and there's a couple things that I want to show you here in our room. Again, this room is a mess. If you guys are new around here, we are temporarily living with my parents for like 3 months. So we're moving to Virginia at the end of February, early March. So our like living situation is a hot mess, but we're making it work, and we are super grateful that they let us stay here so that we didn't have to like be renting a place in the meantime. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my belly 1 week postpartum, and the things that I want to show you are like postpartum like belly bands, and I have like a more of like a corset thing. I haven't stepped foot on the scale since I delivered, and I have no intentions on doing that. I don't want you guys to think that like I'm in a huge hurry to, I don't know, like lose all the weight or anything like that. I 100% believe in like giving your body time to heal and just taking care of yourself mentally and taking care of your baby, and not being super focused on like, oh my god, I have to go back to the gym and I have to like go crazy trying to lose whatever weight that you gained during your pregnancy. With Riley, I gained a lot more weight than I did this time around. So I do feel like it's gonna be easier this time around to like get back to where I want to be. If I don't and it takes a while, like it's okay. Like I'm not gonna stress about it. But there are a couple things that you can use if that's something that you're interested in, to kind of just like tighten things down in the belly area. So that's what I wanna show you guys in case you guys are interested in stuff like that. I'm gonna try these on for you guys too so you can see. The first one is this black belly band, and look, it's got like deodorant stains and stuff because like I've been wearing it and this is real life. So this is a belly band, and I will show you guys what it looks like. I will link it down below. But I got this one at Target 2 years ago when I gave birth to Riley, and there's certain reasons why I like it and certain reasons why I don't. And then this white thing is more of like a corset that I ordered on Amazon, and there's again pros and cons to this, so I'm gonna show you each of those. Before I do that though, I'm gonna show you guys my belly. So first of all, I have like spit up on my shirt. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's very typical of being a mother, so just get used to it. If this is the first time that you're doing this thing, you're gonna be constantly changing out your clothes and changing out your t-shirts because you're gonna be always a mess and your babies are gonna spit up on you. So just get used to that. But this is my belly 1 week postpartum. And just so you guys have an idea, I was like 125, 126 when I got pregnant with Riley, and then I got up to like 148 in my pregnancy before I delivered. But this is what my belly looks like 1 week postpartum, and you guys can see there are a ton of stretch marks and lines down here, but I got humongous. If you guys were following along in like all of my pregnancy updates and stuff, you guys saw my belly was huge. But I think that given how big my belly was, I'm not at all like unhappy about how my belly looks like a week postpartum. I think I'm very satisfied with that. And again, I knew that I was gonna have stretch marks. Like I think that's just like genetic, and there's not a whole lot that I did to prevent them. So I was putting a little bit of like body cream, like an oil that I'll show you guys that I have in the bathroom that now I'm using at night. But it is what it is. I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, and my belly helped me do that. So I am very grateful for this body and grateful for these stretch marks. So do not feel bad if after you deliver you still have stretch marks, you still have the line. Like my belly button feels like it's been super bruised, and I still have a lot of tenderness in this area. Your belly is just a beautiful thing, and just don't be hard on yourself. With that being said, I do find that I like how I feel when I'm wearing one of those two things. I don't wear them all the time. Like you saw, like this morning I haven't been wearing it, but now that I'm gonna be hanging out at home and now that I'm just gonna be like relaxing, I'm gonna put on one of those two things. All right, so this is the first one, and you guys can see it's just like a black band that goes around your belly. What I like about this one is that it's very smooth. So if you're wearing like a tight tank top or something, it's gonna be nice and smooth, and your shirt's gonna fit really nice. The t-shirt like this, it doesn't really matter. Like it's baggy or whatever. But like if you were wearing anything a little bit form-fitting, you would want something like this that is nice and smooth. It also has like this elasticy thing. It's more of like a grip. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so that it doesn't like constantly fall down. So it's got that on the top and on the bottom down here, but it just kind of compresses everything and just makes things a little bit tighter. So I really like to wear that. I find that it doesn't like suck in everything like super tight, so it's a little bit more comfortable, but still like a little bit compressing at the same time. So I do like this one, and I'll tell you guys what size this is down below in the description because I'm not sure. I have to look and see. All right, so then this is the other one, the more like corset type one. I had always wanted to get one of these when I delivered Riley, and I never got around to it. But I found this one on Amazon and it wasn't expensive at all. So I decided, you know what, like what the heck, let me just try it out. But it Velcros in the front. You can put it super, super tight, like as tight as you want. It's all Velcro, and then it has like these little flaps here that you can pull towards you and make it like even tighter. So this one of the two definitely is tighter. I feel a lot more compressed in this because it can get like really tight. The other one is just like one size and it just slips over. The only downside to this one is that it's a little bit more uncomfortable. So if you want to just like be comfy at home, you might not always want to wear this. And then on top of that, like you can see, if I were to wear like a really tight shirt, you're gonna see like all of these little bumps and stuff because it's not smooth and even. But like on a day like today, if I'm just gonna be hanging out at home, not really doing much, what I'll do is I'll put this one on and just like have it on for like an hour or two, and then I'll take it off. I'll put the other one back on or just not wear anything. But I do like to try to wear it for a couple hours a day, and I do feel like it's made a difference. So I'm happy that I spent the money on this one, especially that it was cheap. Again, it was from Amazon. I will leave a link to it down below. There are some brands of these like waist trainer things or postpartum bands, whatever you want to call them, that are very expensive, and so far I haven't felt the need to go and spend that money on them. So then I just put my shirt over it, and you would probably not even know that I was wearing something like that had I not even told you. Again, not something you need, not something that everyone is going to want to do, but I so far have loved it, and I thought I would share with you guys. On another note, like look, this is like my clothes like hanging on a hanging rack. Like this is all just a disaster. But I am happy that a lot more of my clothes does fit me, because towards the end of my pregnancy I had like nothing to wear. But what I have found is that I don't have a lot of nursing stuff. I have a lot of dresses that are like, you know, with a neckline up to here, and I have a lot of shirts the same thing. So I don't have a lot of nursing friendly outfits, like things where it's easy access to the boobs. So I have to go and buy a couple things that are easier to nurse in. And as soon as I do, I will be happy to share those with you guys. Something else that I have been using are these vitamins. So I stopped taking the prenatals that, sorry, it's not focusing. So I stopped taking the prenatals that I was taking before, and now I'm taking this one from Pink Stork. This one is Total Postnatal plus DHA. So I'm taking this one plus this one, and this one is just a postpartum reset vitamin. So these are the two vitamins that I'm taking together. I'd been talking to the brand and asking if it was like safe to take both of them together, and they said that yeah, they're meant to be taken together. So instead of like just a regular prenatal that I was taking before, these are the vitamins that I've been using, and so far they seem to be working out good. What are you watching?
Shadow.
Oh, his shadow. Yeah, she's watching Peter Pan. It's like her favorite movie right now. She's eating her lunch. Little guy is over here taking a little nap. I got them dressed in their matching Elephant Organics PJs. They're little hedgehogs, so that's Riley's. And then little man has his. So I want to see if I can get a picture of them. So we've got one of the participants here, but Riley now doesn't want to be a part of this at all. Be gentle, but say hi. You giving him a kiss? Just make sure she doesn't like smack.
You're two. You're gonna be two.
Oh, you want 2 cookies?
Yeah.
Give baby brother a kiss. It seemed to me as though I went.
What a yawn. He just let out the biggest yawn. Alright, so it's almost 4 o'clock and I am fading away. I'm so tired. This little guy is napping on me. So I'm gonna see if I can probably transfer him somewhere like on his swing, so that I can make myself a cup of coffee, because I'm sure you guys can tell I'm very tired. I'm getting like maybe 3 hours at a time of sleep at night, and I think last night I got maybe a total of like 5 hours, which I guess it's not terrible, but it's also not great. So I'm pretty tired, And especially at this point in the day, since I didn't have any coffee for breakfast, I am just about to pass out here on the couch. So I'll go see if I can make myself that coffee. Riley, do you not like that? What are they doing? All right, so it's a lot later now.
Hi.
I'm with Joe. I was giving him a hard time because he didn't want to say hi to the vlog. But we're baking Riley a cake because tomorrow is her birthday. So that's what we're up to now that Riley has gone to bed. We got her like a funfetti cake mix, and then Joe actually found this, which is awesome. He found her this like frosting for the cake, which is blue, and it's got like these little fish, which is perfect because we're gonna do like a little mermaid theme, like little setup for her tomorrow. All right, so it's like 9 o'clock and I'm like kind of winding down for the day. And around this time every night, one of the things that I've been doing is like, this is like when I shower, this is when I do a sitz bath, and I kind of take care of myself while either Joe or my mom is watching the baby. I know that everybody says like, oh, it's important, take care of yourself and all of that, but seriously, it has made a world of a difference to me just mentally knowing that I have like maybe like an hour to myself to kind of just like take a hot shower. And like sometimes I'll do a face mask and like just pamper myself a little bit. I just feel a lot better about my life after I do that. And I get it, like I know that right now, since I'm living with my parents and Joe is home, I have a lot more time to just like myself because of the fact that I have help. But I just want you guys to know that even if you don't have help, like there are ways to make it happen. It might be a little bit more difficult, but I want to show you guys one of the things that I used to do when I had Riley, when it was just me and Riley as a newborn. This is something that I would do all the time when I needed to take a shower, or if I needed to like just have a pampering nights to myself. This is what I would do. So I've talked to you before about these little bouncers. So what I would do with Riley when she was little, and I'm not gonna put the baby in here right now because he's asleep with Joe, but all I would do is take this, look how lightweight it is. I could literally just take that in here to the bathroom with me. And that's why I think that these are so important when you have a little one. Just close the door. And you can put your little baby in there while you pamper yourself, while you take a shower and do all your things. Like that is just something that I used to do a ton of when Riley was little. If you have like a newborn and a toddler, I know that it can be more difficult, but like if I had a master bathroom, like this is a tiny little half bath, so not a lot of people fit in here, but if I had like my master bathroom, one of the things that I used to do when I wanted to entertain Riley as a toddler is I'd put her in the bathtub. So I would have like the tub, not running water, but I would just put her in the bathtub with a bunch of her toys and she would be entertained in there. I could theoretically put my newborn in this little bouncer and then they're both entertained. At least that should buy you 5 or 10 minutes so that you can take a hot shower. Like there are ways to get creative and to make it happen. So don't let the thought of that like overwhelm you and then like you haven't showered for 4 days and you're stinky and no one wants to be around you. So just try to take a little bit of time to yourself. So the other thing I've been doing every single day is a sitz bath. And if you guys don't know what a sitz bath is, it's just a way to help you recover like down there. They usually give you one in the hospital, but if they don't, like I would ask for one, ask if you can have a sitz bath. They didn't offer it to me this time around just because, I don't know, like they kept telling me that they had put the order in and I never got it, but I had one at home so I wasn't like panicking. So this is the sitz bath. It's just like this little bath for your vagina, I guess. And then what I'll do every day is I'll fill it up with like hot water. So I just turn on the bath and I'm gonna fill it up. This is gonna be some hot water. And then all you're gonna do is that. You're gonna make sure that the toilet seat is up and you're gonna just put this right here and you can put Epsom salts in there. So like I have these Epsom salts. These are definitely a lot more relaxing, like the Dr. Teal's. They have like lavender, and this is one that my mom had gotten for me. But all you have to do is open this up and then you're just gonna pour a little bit in here. And then once the salts are in, all you have to do is just like sit on the toilet and you just sit there for like 10 minutes and you let your bottom soak in that, and it has like a lot of healing properties and it just feels so nice. So I'll usually do that like right before I take a shower for the night. I will soak in the sitz bath and I'll sit there for like a good like 10 minutes, and while that's happening, usually right before, I'll like put on a face mask. I have like a couple different face masks that I've been using. This is one that I used last night that's like a green tea, like matcha, whatever, it's like a matcha mask. And then I have like a whole bunch of other little ones in here, but I'll just do some kind of like pampering thing for myself. Like I'll put on a mask or I'll put on like a hydrating cream, then I'll sit in the sitz bath, soak warm hot water my bottom, and then I'll take a shower, and then I feel like a whole new person. And then this over here is that body oil that I've been putting on my stomach just to pretend that it's doing something, honestly, but it does smell really good, and I like just putting it on after my bath, so that's just part of my postpartum care routine. All right, you guys, so that's gonna be it for today's vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing like a real life example of what postpartum life looks like. Again, I am 1 week postpartum today, and I'm really hoping that as time goes on, I can get more into a routine, and that eventually like some of the pain situation that I'm dealing with will like kind of lessen, and that as more days go along, that, you know, I'll just feel a little bit more and more like my old self, and I'll just feel like a lot better about things. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and that it gave you some tips or some advice, or that you were at least entertained by my crazy chaotic life. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys to pieces. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.